Yes. So this is all about how do we get to know information through diaries. So just come to the book again. Born Jewish girl who wrote while in hiding with her family and four friends in Amsterdam during the German occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. Her family had moved to Amsterdam after Nazis gained power in Germany, but were trapped when the Nazi occupation extended into Netherlands. As persecutions against the Jewish population increased, the family went into hiding in 1942 in hidden rooms in her father Otto Frank's office building. After 2 years in hiding, the group was betrayed. I told you just now that there was some betrayal and transported to the concentration camp system where Annie died of typhus in Bergen-Belsen within days of her sister Margaret Frank. Her father Otto, the only survivor of the group, returned to Amsterdam after the war ended to find that her diary had been saved. Convinced that it was a unique record, he took action to have it published in English under the name of The Diary of a Young Girl. This diary was given to Annie Frank on her 13th birthday and chronicles the events of her life from 12 June 1942 until its final entry 1st of August 1944. It was eventually translated from its original Dutch to many languages and became one of the world's most widely read books. There have also been several films, television and theatrical productions, and even an opera based on the diary, described as the work of a mature and insightful mind. The diary provides an intimate examination of daily life under Nazi occupation. Annie Frank has become one of the most renowned and discussed of the Holocaust victims. So just don't use that word anywhere you want to. It has got a lot of depth. Okay? This is the photo I would wish myself to look all the time. Then I would maybe have a chance to come to Hollywood. Such a beautiful girl. What a nice thing she wrote on 10th October 1942. Imagine staying at the back of it. It's pandemic, okay? I just don't understand, guys. This is a pandemic, okay? We are complaining so much. Just imagine. Get your room locked with 2-3 people and you don't have a bathroom inside it. Stay for 5 days. Let me see. Whenever we read something about anybody, we should try to wear their shoes. Now, some for the fun sake, for cracking jokes, you have these vague questions. How can we wear Annie Frank's shoes? My size is 9. That is vague. So I'll give the answer for that. Wearing shoes is going into that character, going into that feeling. Why do people like this book? Everyone has put themselves into this character. They have read about the diary. What are the benefits? Let's come to that. How can I help in sharing those benefits with you? Right. Writing, we'll come back to your book. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me, not only because I have written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I feel like writing and I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. Paper has more patience than people. Just now I told you before opening my video, I told you that we look for a friend, They will listen to you. Your diary is going to listen to you whatever you write. It will not oppose. I thought of this saying one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and I was sitting at home with my chin in my hand, bored and listless. wondering whether to stay in or go out or play PUBG. I finally stayed where I was brooding. Yes, paper does have more patience, and since I am not planning to let anyone else read the stiff-backed notebook grandly referred to as a diary, unless I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a big difference. Now I'm back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. Got it? So did I say anything wrong at the beginning of the video? You must have thought that, oh, this, but I have not read it. Honestly, I have not read even, I am reading it right now in front of you. I have not read this book. And I don't say lies so generally. I only say lies when someone else gets a profit out of it. If someone gets a help, if I can help somebody by saying a small lies, I say it then. Yes, I do say lies. I am not God. I am not perfect. I have got a lot of negative parts in me. I accept it. People don't. People don't have the guts to accept it. I accept it. But yes, I'll not tell you lies. You are kids. What will I get telling you lies? I don't want to become something big in front of you. I'm just sharing. So I told you that what is all about a diary. When I get angry, I can't talk to anybody. That's my whole big problem. But these days I have a person who I talk to. Whatever has happened, I just put it down. Great. I don't care whoever thinks what I thought, I put it down. I used to write, but I've stopped writing. Again, I didn't listen to my parents properly. So what the mistakes I have done, I don't want you to follow those mistakes. But mistakes I have improvised on those, I have come, but what I have lost in the past, I'll not get it back again. As I said in the Lost Ball, the ball poem, that you can't get back what you lose, what you like. So you have to keep it in a very good place. Those memories are going to keep it. If you're good to that person or a thing, you always kept that memories will be there with you. Diary is also a memory. It's a friend. Papers are very patient. Paper is not going to react to you. Your mirror will react. Your mirror will also show you the same face. But a paper will not react. It's quiet. Friend. It will listen. Friends are there. Friends are supposed to listen. I have seen some statuses, I have seen some quotes also, the friends are for, why the hell are you late? Okay, pay it now, or whatever, those are jokes type, funny type of things. But what is the main thing is, friends are there a great friend is a friend who listens, does not react. The only person is the diary, the hardback. Friends are very strong, so she's saying the friendship, strong hardback diary. Okay. So, some of you might get bored, I don't mind. I don't even care, because that's the where I share. Either you listen or you don't, it's your life. So, it's like that. Writing a diary. She was very bored that day. Sometimes we do put our hands on our chest. Why think? Yeah? I tell so many people, don't put your hand like that. Don't think. Do. Scribble something. But do something. Don't sit. It's going to cause you problem. So she didn't know what to do. Go out, come inside or play PUBG or Free Fire. Thank God it was not there at that time. This diary would have never been published. If a phone would have been there, this diary would have never been published. These things, Hitler wouldn't have done action in Germany if a PUBG would have been there. Why didn't China improvise it then? This Holocaust wouldn't have been there if PUBG would have been there. Well, that's what you guys are thinking, those who play. That was just a joke. Benefits. People have blogs, people do have journals, travel journals, dream journals, gratitude journals. Keeps your thoughts organized. I have told you earlier also in the video. You can record daily events, thoughts, feelings, improves your writing, set and achieve your goals. It's a good place to write your goals, ambitions, aspirations, New Year resolutions. By keeping them in your diary, you can monitor it. You can feel motivated. What is your next milestone? Record ideas on the go. All your ideas in one place, anytime, anywhere. Whatever you thought, okay, now let me write it down. People will say a lot of things about it. People might call you Gajni of Amir Khan of Gajni. No, he did a good thing. He used to write it down. Because he had that insomnia, that he used to forget. A phobia. Or a disease, which causes you to forget things. So you should write it down. Normal. Whenever idea comes to you, write it down in your journal. You can revisit these ideas later on to look for new links, to think about that idea and add on to it. Either you make a conclusion on it or you'll get more fresh ideas out of it. It relieves stress. Oh, it relieves a lot of stress for me. I start talking. Writing, I only talk to two people. In Muzaffarpur, from the time past, I talked to counted 2 people. That too on my WhatsApp. One person I talk on the phone sometimes, but other person I don't talk at all on the phone. I just WhatsApp and I say that I'm down today and I want to talk. I want to share what I've done. So I just take out my stress. I don't leave a single thing which happens. I don't care what the other person listening or if that person is reading or if that person is even seeing. I don't care. But down in my heart I know that I have a person who I can share my things with, who will not misuse me or my feelings. Right? It helps. Sometimes I do write down. I get angry, I put on my laptop, I get angry, I just go on Word, I start typing and I erase it. Once my mood gets, I follow one therapy is I can't start counting from 10 to 1. By the time I reach 4, my mood swing changes. I have very bad mood swings, It's again, if I had a diary written down, I would have opened it up and so on and seen it and got back to normal. But then I have to dig into my past, which wastes a lot of time for me and I get into this mood swings. I hate when someone talks bullshit. I hate when someone talks uselessly. I hate when someone talks what that person doesn't know that too they're trying. I hate person using wrong words at the wrong places. That's when I get into that mood swing and that carries on for quite a long time. It's a brain dump, where you dump in what is there inside your head. Anxieties, frustrations, pains, everything you write down. It relieves stress. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to go to a friend. Sentimental level, you can call it as the morning pages. Any tension that is preventing you from being happy, write it down and change it. Good morning diary. This is what is going on, boss. Okay, I need to relax. Automatically, within 15 seconds, your mood swing changes. It reflects yourself. That's what Annie Frank is trying to reflect, what she's feeling. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, once in a while, you could miss it. Life is very fast. See, it's already September. You guys were still playing PUBG till the last week, till day before yesterday. It's not personally anything to do with you. I'm just telling you. Don't waste time. I know you guys don't like this, so I can't help it. It's my duty and I have to do it. As I said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you have to look into your life. That doesn't mean looking left, looking right. You have to look into your life. Suppose your dad is working very hard every day, running after his work, money, so that he can keep his family right. So he forgets this life. Going, coming, money, this, that. He forgets what his family is doing. That's his life also. If you don't stop and look, if he doesn't stop and ask you how is everything going on, something wrong might happen, he'll miss something out. That is where it will take a U-turn. Our fast-paced lives can become even more hectic as we start shouldering on more responsibilities. It makes us feel the pressure as others place high expectations on us. This results, this action, responsibilities come on your shoulders. That's why it's said in English, I have strong shoulders, you can give me whatever you want. That's, you have the ability to take on responsibility. It's not giving push-ups or doing chin-ups or doing a deadlift to make broad shoulders. Your shoulders should be strong mentally. When we take on responsibilities, the pressure increases. Some people get expectations from us. You as a student, parents must be expecting from you, pressure builds, so you have to relieve that stress. This is the time when your things get frenzied, you get caught up with day-to-day business. Oh my God, this is not happening, everything is going wrong. Bing, bang, bong happens. Gets fast. Right? You're not understanding the pace now. You have responsibilities. You have to prove yourself, you have to prove to your family, you have to prove to your relatives, you have to prove to the society, you have to prove to the school, you have to prove to your friends. These are getting frenzied inside your mind. This is when the bomb explodes and everything goes wrong. So that's why you just jot it down. You need to remove those anxieties, the fastness, the paceness. You have to bring it into a normal average speed. Even a guy who races a motorcycle, if you have seen Fast and Furious, whole movie, you don't see the car going, you don't hear this sound. You hear, it goes and comes, goes high and comes down, goes high and comes down. A car cannot constantly race. It has to slow down as well. So life also has to take that same pace. It goes into a pace, but we have to control that speed with the accelerator. So, how to control the speed? Journaling is a good way to help us to stop, take a step back and reflect on ourselves. Pause. We can self-reflect on gratitude or what we did today and write it in our diary. Daily reflection, just before you go into your bed, you write down. Look back. What happened in your life throughout the day? Life in a journal, and think about how we have changed and what we can do or what you can do to improve yourself. Correct? I hope I was able to explain it to you. I'll come back in the next video.